India, where history, geography, culture, tradition, and heritage come together to create a legacy unlike any other. A legacy woven by the relentless spirit of its people. The next generation has come together to honor India's heritage. With 8,100 brilliant minds from 2,700 schools engaging in an enlightening quiz.
That round was nothing short of exhilarating.
20 semi-finalists remain. The competition will intensify over 4 semi-finals and 1 grand finale. Only one team will emerge as India's champion.
Hello, namaskar, khushamdeed, sat sri akal. Welcome to the HistoryTV18 CBSE Heritage India Quiz, presented by Geetam University. Our contestants are set to cultivate their minds and let their knowledge blossom. I am Ajay Poonia, your host and quizmaster. In semi-final 2, we have 5 brilliant schools. Team A, we have ADAV Public School from Gurugram. Team B is Springdale Senior School from Amritsar. Team C is DPS Ruby Park from Kolkata. Team D is Neerja Modi School from Jaipur. Finally, as Team E is Gurukul from Pune. The one with the most remarkable mental acumen will advance in the national final. We'll start with our first of 3 rounds. It's called Minute Rush.
5 questions in a minute. You can pass without negatives. After 5 questions, if time remains, unanswered questions can be attempted. Each correct answer, 5 points. 3 correct answers, 5 bonus points. 4 correct answers, 10 bonus points. And all correct answers, 20 bonus points. There's no negative marking.
We'll start this round with DAV Gurugram. Your time starts now. The Better Man by Anita Nair, Atlas of Unknowns by Tanya James, The Ivory Throne by Manu Pillai, and The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy are all set in which state?
Kerala.
Is correct. In which dance form do performers wear a dress called patloi? The lower portion is called cumin, the middle portion is called poshwan, and the upper portion is called koktumbi.
Pass.
V.V. Giri or Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, who was the first Indian president to be elected as an independent candidate?
V.V. Giri.
That is correct. Which river originating from Nandi Hills flows in 2 different streams, in the north and in the south, forming the shape of a bow?
Pass.
Guru Ghasidas, Indravati and Kangar Ghati are the 3 national parks in which state?
Pass.
Second question that you missed. In which dance form do performers wear a dress called patloi? The lower portion is called kumin.
Manipuri.
That is correct. Your time is up. You've given me 3 answers plus a bonus 5. That's 20 points to you. So the next team, that's Springdale. Your time starts now. Such Big Dreams by Reema Patel, Last Man in Tower by Arvind Adiga, and Milk Teeth by Amrita Mahale are all set in which city?
Delhi.
Incorrect. Which dance form has different styles called banis? Tanjavur, Pandanalur, Vadavur, Kalakshetra and Melatur.
Bharatnatyam.
That's correct. Zakir Hussain or Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, who was the first Indian president to die in office?
Zakir Hussain.
That is correct. Which river with excessive salinity originates in the Naga Hills and ends in the Run of Kutch without flowing into any large water body?
Luni.
That's correct. Papikonda, Rajiv Gandhi and Sri Venkateshwar are the 3 national parks in which state?
Andhra Pradesh.
That is correct. Your time is not up, but there's no answer that you can give anymore. You've given me 4 correct answers plus a bonus 10. That's 30 points to Springdale. To the next team, that's going to be DPS Ruby Park. Your time starts now. In Custody by Anita Desai, Those Pricey Thakur Girls by Anuja Chauhan, and You Are Here by Meenakshi Reddy Madhavan are all set in which city?
Pass.
Illustrations and postures of which dance can be seen in texts like Shilpa Prakash, Abhinay Darpan and Abhinay Chandrika?
Pass.
S. Radhakrishnan or Rajendra Prasad, which Indian president was the first to be given the highest honor conferred by the Sahitya Academy Fellowship?
Rajendra Prasad.
Incorrect. The Panchganga temple in Mahabaleshwar is constructed at the convergence of 5 rivers. If 4 of them are Venna, Savitri, Koyna and Gayatri, which is the 5th river?
Panchganga.
Incorrect. Sultanpur and Kalesar are the 2 national parks in which state?
Pass.
I'll go back to the first one. In Custody by Anita Desai, Those Pricey Thakur Girls by Anuja Chauhan, and You Are Here by Meenakshi Reddy Madhavan. All set in which city?
Varanasi.
Incorrect. You have given me no correct answer. No points there, unfortunately, to DPS Ruby Park. To the next team. That's going to be Neerja Modi School from Jaipur. Your time starts now. The Lives of Others by Neel Mukherjee, The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri, and The Middleman by Manishankar Mukherjee are all set in which city?
Calcutta.
Is correct. Composed by Siddhendra Yogi, Bhama Kalapam is a dance drama based on which dance form that is usually concluded with a tarangam?
Pass.
R. Venkatraman or Shankar Dayal Sharma, which Indian president worked with 4 prime ministers, 3 of whom he appointed in the last year of his presidency?
Venkatraman.
Incorrect. Sage Dadichi created a divine weapon from his bones to kill Vritra, a demon who stole water. After the water was released, it is believed he set up his ashram along the banks of which newly formed river?
Sabarmati.
That is correct. Kasu Brahmanand Reddy, Mahavir Harina Vanasthali and Mrugavani are all national parks in which state?
Tamil Nadu.
Incorrect. Past questions. Composed by Siddhendra Yogi, Bhama Kalapam is a dance drama based on which dance form that is usually concluded with Tarangam?
Pass.
And your time is up. So that's 2 answers. Neerja Modi School gets you 10 points. Final set of questions to Gurukul. Your time starts now. Katha Satisar by Chandrakant, Gul Gulshan Gulfam by Pran Kishore, The Garden of Solitude by Siddharth Gigu, and A Bit of Everything by Sandeep Raina are all set in which part of India?
Northeast.
Incorrect. The 3 more well-known gharanas of which dance form trace their origins to a Shiv Tandav dancer Bhanuji, a Krishna devotee named Ishwari, and a Sanskrit scholar Janki Prasad?
Pass.
APJ Abdul Kalam or Pranab Mukherjee having been confirmed with it in 2019, which Indian president is the most recent in the list of Bharat Ratna recipients?
Pranab Mukherjee.
That's correct. In which state do the rivers Howrah, Longai, Juri, Dio, Manu, Dhalai, Kovai, Gumati, Mohuri and Feni flow?
West Bengal.
Incorrect. Buxa, Gorumara, Neora Valley, Singalila and Jaldapara are all national parks in which state?
Himachal Pradesh.
That is incorrect. And your time is up. There was only one answer that you gave, which means you get 5 points. Now, that's what you call a sizzling rapid fire. Let's see how our contestants are placed on the scoreboard. Round 1 was just a warm-up. Now, get ready to up the ante with our next round. It's round 2. It's called Double Connection.
5 questions, each with 2 answers on the buzzer. End of the first answer is the start of the second answer. Say double to answer both questions or default to answer any one. Double and correct, 15 points. Double and both incorrect, minus 10 points. Double and only one correct, 5 points. Default and correct, 10 points, minus 5 points if incorrect. Second answer, when available, plus or minus 5 points.
We shall begin with our first set of 2 questions on your screen now. Huyen Lalong has 2 subdivisions. One that uses hand-to-hand combat called Sarit Sirak, and the other with sword and spear called X. On the other side, in the 1950s, Surendra began playing character roles including the same historical character Y in Baiju Bawra in 1952, Rani Roopmati in 1957, and Mughal-e-Azam in 1960. On the buzzer is Springdale, default or double?
Double.
Doubling.
X is Thangta
Okay.
and Y is Tansin.
Is lovely, absolutely playing on the front foot. Question number 2. The spiritual movement X's was founded by Lekhraj Kriplani and was originally called Om Mandali. However, it was later renamed to allude to the members being the daughters of a deity from the Hindu Trimurti. And on the other side, what nickname is shared by two promenades, the 1.75 kilometer long APJ Abdul Kalam Marg in Kochi and the 3 kilometer long Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Road in Mumbai? On the buzzer, DPS Ruby Park, default or double?
Default Y, Marine Drive.
You are correct. You get 10 points for yourselves. It's very good. Now X is left. Just note it says X's. Looks like DAV Gurugram has figured it out. What is your X?
Brahmakumari.
Brahmakumaris, absolutely. Here's number 3. In his introduction to X, W.B. Yeats wrote, "I have carried the manuscript with me for days, and I have often had to close it lest some stranger saw how much it moved me." The lyrics, which are full of rhythm, of untranslatable delicacies of color, of metrical invention. On the other side, the fundamental rights guaranteed by Part 3 of the Constitution are available to all persons, whether citizens or foreigners, except friendly Y. Friendly Y enjoy lesser rights than the enemy Y. On the buzzer, quick and fast, is Springdale default or double?
Default.
You're answering X or Y?
X.
X is?
Geetanjali.
That is correct. That's 10 points to Springdale. That's very good. Now, Y is left. Looks like DAV Gurugram has figured it out. What is your Y?
Allies.
That is incorrect. That's a -5 DAV. The question said, except friendly Y, aliens. Right? So in the Constitution, friendly aliens, enemy aliens. That's what I was looking for. No points for the second one. To question number 4.
Which folk hero is the inspiration for the acronym given to Jharkhand Skill Development Mission Society's training centers for reskilling rural candidates? And on the other side, scene filming for a promotional video. Who is the person in the middle?
On the buzzer is DAV Gurugram.
For X,
For X
Birsa Munda.
is correct. That's well done. That's 10 points. Block level Institute for Rural Skill Acquisition. In the connecting link, it's basically just Birsa that goes. On the buzzer is DPS Ruby Park, Kolkata. For Y, what is your answer?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Is correct. It is indeed Sachin Tendulkar. That's very well done. So Birsa and Sachin. For the final question of this round, hands on the buzzer. Made into a 5-part TV show by Doordarshan, Insha Allah Khan wrote the story of Queen Ketki in the early 19th century. It is said to be the first story written in X. On the other side, an old Persian proverb goes Hanu's Y to convey that a lot of work still needs to be done. The phrase is credited to Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia. Much later, Bahadur Shah Zafar used it when the East India Company was expanding rapidly. Team Gurukul seems to be interested. Default or double?
Default.
Default, X or Y?
X,
X is?
Hindi.
That is correct. That's 10 points to Gurukul. What's the Persian proverb? Hanuz, Y? 3 words. 5, 3 and 3. It conveys that a lot of work still needs to be done. Okay, DAV Gurugram, what's your answer?
Delhi Durast.
Absolutely. That's very well done. Before we head to the final round, let's check our scoreboard to find out which school is currently in the lead. It's round number 3. It's called Select and Score.
First leg starts with lowest scoring team choosing from 9 topics. Incorrect answer gets passed on the buzzer. Second leg. Top 2 teams compete from remaining 4 topics. Correct answer, 10 points. Incorrect answer, no negative points. Correct answer on buzzer, 10 points. Incorrect answer on buzzer, -5 points.
We'll start this round with Neerja Modi. Here are your topics. What should we play first?
We'll go with government policy.
My question for you and others on the buzzer. This policy was attempted to be introduced in 1992 in Rajya Sabha, but the then health minister resigned. So the bill wasn't tabled. Over the years, various state governments have tried to implement it locally, like Assam and Uttar Pradesh. Chhattisgarh introduced it, but later repealed. In China, it was introduced in 2016. What policy?
Two-child policy.
Is correct. It is the two-child policy. That's very well done. To the next team, DPS Ruby Park.
Indian Army rank.
Here's your question, DPS Ruby Park. This rank in the army is a junior commissioned officer. In British India, it was a rank given to an Indian officer below a British commissioned officer. Originally an Arabic term, it was used for the governor or ruler of a Mughal province. What term or what rank is this? Neerja Modi School seems to be interested, but they'll wait for DPS Ruby Park to attempt first.
Subedar.
Subedar comes from
Suba.
Subas. That is perfect. Indeed. It is Subedar. That's very good. To the next team. That's going to be Team Gurukul. What would you like to be served?
Mixed bag.
Here's your question from Mixed Bag. Evolved in various styles over time, these are all styles of doing what? Nawari from Maharashtra, Gochikatu from Telangana, Nivi and Kapalu from Andhra Pradesh, and Kurgi from Karnataka. And with a smile, the moment they saw the question, Gurukul, what is your answer?
Ways of draping saris.
Is correct. Indeed. Next team, that's going to be DAV.
City founder.
Here's my question. The granite rocks used to make this mausoleum are named after the East India Company official whose tomb this is. Located in a church complex in a city that until a court order in 2003 was said to be founded by him. Which city?
Dalhousie.
I'm afraid that's not the answer. I'll take the question to DPS Ruby Park, Kolkata.
This is Kolkata and this is the mausoleum of Job Charnock.
No chance you would have missed this. That is indeed correct. By Job Charnock, it is indeed Kolkata. Final question for the first leg, Springdale.
Brand logos.
Here's your question. In 1906, Hakim Hafiz Abdul Majid founded Hamdard in Delhi. This more than a century-old organization now has 2 logos. Why?
Rue Afza.
And there was some kind of a court case?
A case against them back in 2019.
All right. That's not the answer. There's no negative on the direct though. Question goes to DPS Ruby Park on the buzzer.
The thing was founded before partition, so that is why it has 2 logos, but one in India and one in Pakistan.
Is lovely. That is the answer that I was looking for. With 2 back-to-back answers, has DPS Ruby Park done themselves a huge favor? They have. And so the final leg will be played between DPS Ruby Park Kolkata and Springdale Amritsar in that order. So DPS, what would you like to be served?
Animal genus names.
Here's your question, DPS. Springdale, if you're interested, you'll have to buzz. The commonly found palm squirrels in India, northern, Indian, Nilgiri striped, and jungle, all belong to the genus Funambulus. A funambulist refers to a human performer that is derived from 2 Latin words, ambulare, which means to walk, and funis, which means what?
Funis means ropes.
That is correct. That is the answer. A funambulist is a rope walker. That's 10 points. Brings you level with Springdale, who are having a general body meeting to figure out what topic they want to pick.
Early days of sport.
DPS Ruby Park, if you're interested, you still have to hit the buzzer. Final question for this semi-final. This is for Springdale. The earliest recorded reference to which sport dates back to 1721 from a Kochi-anchored sailor's memoir. We everyday diverted ourselves with playing it and other exercises. Its first club was established in Calcutta in 1792. DPS Ruby Park still thinking if they'd like to hit the buzzer. Springdale from Amritsar.
Cricket.
All right, now that you've buzzed, if their answer is incorrect, they don't lose points. But if your answer is incorrect, you lose points. And they'll win regardless. Should I end the suspense or will you end the suspense?
Football.
That's incorrect. The answer is indeed cricket. It is. That's 10 points. Springdale. Absolutely thrilling. That round was nothing short of exhilarating. Let's turn our eyes to the scoreboard now and find out which school has earned their spot in the national final. Winning with a score of 65 points on that last answer. Congratulations, Springdale Senior School from Amritsar. You won the battle, but can you win the war? We shall find that out in the national finals. As for the other teams, better luck next time.